It is the classic, they had no idea what they were doing story. We moved from the deep south, which is where I grew up, and then my wife, I remember talking to her about this. She wasn't very excited about the move. And I remember saying something along the lines of, babe, we're gonna invest every dime we have into a business we have no experience in and move to a city we've never been to. What is your problem exactly? We really were walking into unknown territory. I remember also starting in 2008, statistically the worst year since the Great Depression to start a business. That was the level of entrepreneurial intuition that we had. And we would jump off a move and we'd go straight to a networking event and we would tear off our moving shirt and put on a polo shirt, tuck it in real quick and go hand out cards to everybody we knew. And we did that not for a long weekend or a rough summer, we did it for years. And then we started seeing some really cool things happen. We expanded into Houston and then we expanded into Dallas and Denver. We've got about 300 employees, 65 trucks. We do about 13,000 to 14,000 moves a year. Growth became our strategy. But what we learned is that growth isn't a strategy, growth is the result of a good strategy. And so as we got tired and as we grew too fast, we started to back away from our business and we made a couple of bad hires. And in the course of about 18 months, 10 years of work was unraveled. We looked up and we just saw something we didn't recognize. And if it was just dwindling margins, or if it was just, hey, we got to shut down a couple of branches, those are things that, naturally we felt like our leadership could overcome. And there were a handful of things at this point in our business that we knew without God's help, overcoming them was impossible and we were dead in the water. What are those things? A couple of things like this, 2 lawsuits that we were up against. We've been dropped by our insurance for having a really bad year of auto accidents. We needed to sell some trucks because we knew if we were gonna be able to get insurance, the cost was gonna go up and we didn't need to have these old trucks on our lots. We also had agreed to order trucks that we could no longer afford to buy. And of course, the cherry on top that everybody loves is we were getting audited by the IRS. There's a couple of words that come to mind when we think about this time, this kind of scary, dark time of our business. The main word that I felt like God gave me, I wrote it down on a Post-it note on my screen that I look at every day, and that word is restored. 2 Chronicles 20:12 says, "Our God, we have no power to face the vast army that is attacking us. We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you." Because I really felt like God was speaking to me and telling me, I have already done the work. I carried this to the cross in the same way that I carried your sin and your pain and death. I have already completed this work. And for the next 2 years, we continued to pray that God would bring restoration to Square Cow's revenue and reputation. And then what we started to see where miracle after miracle happened. In a 3-week period, both lawsuits were settled. We got insurance. We got a call from the dealership that we had signed to buy the trucks, and they said, hey, it's taking you guys a little longer to get these trucks from us. They said, hey, don't worry about these trucks. We'll sell them. We'll take care of them. Then we get a call from another guy asking us if we want to buy trucks, and our obvious answer is no, we need to sell trucks. And he responds, well, what do you have? And so we sent him a list of the 8 trucks that we needed to get off of our balance sheet. He called us back that day. He said, I'll buy all 8 of these trucks and I'll overnight a check to you. So when we needed the money most, this random guy, to this day we've never met, sends us a check sight unseen for 8 trucks. And then we get a call from the IRS. And they say the agent that's been working on your case has been reassigned. And then we get to know the new agent, and the new agent says, this is such an easy answer. And we work through that situation, and all of these things happen in a 3-week period. Things that we've been dragging through for months and even a couple of years. And just when we're thinking, okay, here we are, we're climbing out, we're scratching, we're clawing, we're almost out, what happens? COVID hits. And we're thinking, God, you brought us to the promised land. Are we Moses and not Joshua? We've gotten all the way here, Lord. Or is this where you abandon us? The answer is no. We were deemed essential, and we kept working, and we showed up every single day. So you think about this. We handle about 13,000 moves a year. That means we're in somewhere between 40 and 100 different houses a day. Not one time did we have a severe outbreak during COVID. We had more revenue, better margins, less accidents than ever before. So you ask me, does God restore? God restores.